Alright, last week we returned to Olsen's cruel crew in the throes of combat with a trio of Phaetons. Put this over here. Elkson was shredding them with his sick antlers, while Algie and Bretwin sat back and clapped. The tricky Phaetonites managed to knock Olsen out of his mighty elk form, but were dismayed when he just turned into a mighty man instead. Even though Olsen totally had it handled, Algie and Bretwin unleashed a salvo of spells on the would-be ambushers. The attackers withered under the rain of Algie's stone projectiles before getting broiled alive by Bretwin's searing ray and fireball combo. Only the assassin avoided the explosion by Naruto flipping out of the fire and wall running straight through Algie's chest. As Algie fell to the ground, spaghetti started pouring out of his pockets. Handfuls and handfuls of it cascade out, cover the floor in a greasy coating. As the elf lands, he tumbles off his feet. He casted grease. But I reflavored it. It's been a few weeks, Olsen doesn't remember that well. As the elf lands, he tumbles off his feet. Bretwin locks him in place with some tentacles and tells the group to tie him up quickly before he escapes. But Algie is already on his way over with a huge rock held above his head. He laughs madly as he crosses the room towards the elf, but he steps on a particularly juicy meatball and clumsily topples over, dropping the boulder ineffectively. Olsen trusses up the villain like an villain, not victim, like an Algatheran bull chicken. The Phaeton starts blabbering complaints about spy etiquette while the party digs into some yummy berries. Algie starts picking over the corpses of the dead Phaetons as Olsen and Bretwin start questioning the prisoner. After initially fighting some resistance, they make great headway with a special trick called torture. The villain crumbles and reveals that his name is Oliver. He says the Phaetons were the first ones down here and were hiding out to surprise anyone else who came through. He doesn't have enough information for Bretwin's liking, and the sneaky dwarf uses his psionic powers to quickly dispatch the assassin to give him a quick, clean death, respectable. Much to the cadre's dismay, the assassin survives the blow, and the group agree to just lock him up, rather than awkwardly trying to hack him to pieces over multiple turns. Victorious, Olsen heads north with his group of misfits. They walk towards what starts as a gentle breeze. As they get deeper, it slowly turns into a howling gale, seemingly coming from a crack in one wall. They peer through, and then, stealing their resolve, shoulder their way into the crevice. A grand room soars out around them, a magnificent tomb with cavernous ceilings bedecked in filigrees and monumental stonework. Atop balconies and railings, many skeletons stand as if transfixed, but what draws the eyes of the adventurers is one creature standing in the center of the great cathedral of bone. An enormous skeletal humanoid with a gargantuan greatsword. The creature gazes across at the party as they enter the room, as though seeing into their very soul. It raises one arm and beckons Olsen forwards. I'm pretty sure it was me. Also, we found some potions, and if we drink them, it's a long rest. Buckers remembers this whole thing. I was pretty sure we're going to fight this guy, but then when I read the recap, it was a little bit like maybe he just wants to talk to us. I think, I think regardless, I think I'm going to have my potion anyway. I've been down that road. Come hither. Can you change what map I'm on? I'm just looking at a boat right now. I'm pretty sure he's looking right at me. I feel like. No, it was definitely the group. That's just Olsen's interpretation of events. Here comes a 3. 15. Wow. I kind of showed it on the stream too hard. Oh, actually, wait. I haven't even transitioned. There you go. Oh my fucking god.
Misty fog looking toward you.
I heard the noise, but I don't see the message.
In the top right, you should have a show chat button.
In the channel, or?
Yeah, in the Dota channel specifically.
Oh.
Oh,
We should be at Maldora, I suppose, but whatever.
that's pretty cool. I can
So
kind
you
of.
just sort of
very
posted in the
cool.
Maldora one.
Well, it has certainly been a while since I've seen something quite that large looking at me out of the dark, but you know.
Ooh.
Last time I did, and he just sort of like lifts a hand up and a tentacle swirls around it. It's like, suppose it didn't go too badly.
What do I sound like?
I look at Olsen for leadership.
I'm gonna drink my potion. And then I say, let's go and see what he wants. Do I feel better? Do I feel good after drinking that? I don't know.
Yeah. So you feel rejuvenated. You feel restored to like you've woken up from a great 10-hour sleep on a fluffy bed. Maybe the bed in the officers' chambers in
The good bed.
Albufeira.
The
The
good
Dragon
bed.
Knight Chambers.
I think Bretwin will probably do the same and follow Olsen's lead.
Music's a touch loud, isn't it?
Oh, I don't even have music.
Where am I?
I do
Alright.
not have...
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh
lead
shit,
the way
more skeleton.
slowly down the stairs, keeping an eye on the skeletons
God.
at all sides.
Every
imagine them,
single
like-
skeleton in the room just tracks your movements
just,
in
like,
like
slowly.
eerie synchrony.
Synchronicity.
Clank, clank.
Oh.
Halfway along the bridge, he comes out from behind his dice and he's like, "That's close enough."
How far is
Okay.
this?
I'm gonna stop.
Do you stop?
Confirmed. Stopping.
Yep.
Other floating boys.
He stares down at you. Algie, you're carrying the anemometer, right?
Yep, the special one.
What was special about it again?
It was like the
Upgraded
version.
Manamonomy.
Yeah.
It's gonna explode.
It makes a force field.
Did you get an upgraded You got an upgraded tapper. The upgraded tapper.
Oh, it's
plugs
upgraded
into
tapper.
it, right?
Yeah. Manometer is just... Beep, beep,
I
beep.
think the manometer is the same, but it's going like you feel it like humming on your back. Like you've never felt this sort of response from your manometer before.
shit, there's like some ghosts as well. Oh, guys.
This figure on the dais stares down. Man, I'm rusty. I'm finding it really hard to just like dive into like the
Yeah, me
D&D,
too.
but that's okay. We'll wing it. Stares down at you and says, "It has been eons since anyone has visited my tomb. You creatures are different to those who last visited me. The ones I remember were taller. But
Ouch.
never mind. Do you know whose sanctum you have invited yourselves into?
Do I recognize the giant skeletal
Can I-
monster or his armor or something?
Let's see. Roll me a history check.
Let's
Did I
do
read it? Remember I read that like Sarah's book before? Is there anything in there?
Oh,
Oh, I don't recognize it.
Let me
a one.
give it a crack.
It's a one. I say, quick, Algie, help me.
Now it comes in with the.
Oh, no.
See?
17.
17's pretty good still.
So Algie, you didn't have time to read that book fully.
Yeah.
But you did skim it, and it was like a history of like the founding of the series, yeah.
Yeah.
And it sort of was talking about like the early days.
Is there a guy whose name started with a T or something like that? I can't remember.
And in front of you, like you recognize the emblem on this guy's breastplate, and it's from the Malverin family. It's the Malverin coat of arms. Malverin. And you know actually that there was one Malverin of special importance to Sirius Malverin,
Serious.
the founder of Sirius.
That makes
Ooh.
sense.
I feel like that was in the book. That did have the founder of series in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, who you from your reading you well, let's just say you recognize him. We'll go
This
from there.
whole time while you're remembering things, I'm just like,
He bears the crest of one of the founding fathers of series, from from the House of Malvern.
Well, that would explain the ostentatious nature of this place. They did always like the grandeur, now didn't they?
And oh yeah, I read in a book down here. I didn't know it beforehand or anything. Nailed it.
is he, can he hear us while we're talking, or are you waiting for me
Right.
to say this?
He goes
I say, oh yeah, are you
House of Malvern.
from House Malvern?
Malvern? Yeah.
I was. In a past life, I was. But those days are long behind me.
Well, I'm Olsen. Olsen Magneros. These are my crew. Algie and Bretwin. We're humble explorers
yes.
from Algathera.
Awesome. He's from series.
It's not where we're from.
Algathera. Not a name I recognize. It is a new venture.
It's been around for. I say how long Algathera's been around for.
A little baby, I see. Yes, I have not seen the surface world since I lost my way. I lost my love. I lost my town. Ceres. please tell me Ceres is still strong, of course.
Ceres is a mighty city,
Yes.
right?
Well, not according to us.
Well,
Well,
we can't deny its might. Come on.
a mighty city may be, but a mighty blight upon the planet, perhaps.
Perhaps. I wouldn't say it myself, but
In fact,
perhaps.
tell me of Algathera.
Algathera is a beautiful city.
Do
The
you-
streets are alive with the people, the happiness, bread and brown ale, the wealth of the
streets and
lands.
ale. Streets and ale and wealth. And what of the animals? What of the trees?
There's a few trees around. Really, it's more the people and the ale in this Algathera itself. She's a proud city with beautiful buildings, amazing architecture, and a wonderful crest as well, purple and blue, and I show my crest to him.
But no animals. No nature.
I wouldn't say no animals, but it's a city. It's filled with people.
Just the animals that you think are worthy of inhabiting the same space as you. You have lost your way. You are not the top of the pyramid. You are but a piece of the system. A system which needs to be balanced. A system that I unbalanced. A system that I unbalanced and put out of sync in my pursuit for greatness and the greatness of my country. And now here I am, the harbinger of imbalance, down here, rotting away, imprisoned for my sins.
Prison.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes, little one, imprisoned. But
Who?
by who? Well, let's say knowledge is power, and you may earn this knowledge. But there's a bit of quid pro quo involved. I know exactly what you're here for. I know that me being down here for all this time, stewing, slumbering, soaking the earth with my mana. You want this node. I know exactly how this works. What do you think? How do you think I founded Ceres? I
Found-
I can't do these voices that long. I
Yeah.
was a preeminent scientist in the understanding of tapping nodes. That's where Ceres came from. It was my technology. And the irony of becoming a node myself, it's almost too much for me to bear. But these are my problems. Your problem, of course, is tapping this node. And look, he sort of gestures around, and one by one, as he moves his hand across the catacombs behind him, each skeleton just pulls their bow up.
1, 2,
He says,
3,
"Your problem
5,
is me
6, 7.
and my entourage, but it doesn't have to be a problem. Like I said, quid pro quo. If you catch my drift."
I understand what quid pro quo means, but if you could just clear up for me what you mean by it.
I want freedom. How could you be so dense? What do they teach you in schools these days?
Because we want mana, but
Of course you want that. That's why you're here. I'm here because I'm imprisoned, and I've been imprisoned for thousands of years, and I want out.
How would we get you out if we were?
Ah. Please, you. What's your name, small one?
Algae Sprocket.
Algae Sprocket. Come forth, Algae Sprocket.
Oh god.
Oh
What was
no,
her real name again? I
he
forgot.
knows.
Yeah. Oh, Gravine Pebbles.
Yes. Let me get a look at you.
I'll hop up on it for you.
Climbs up on the edge of the bridge.
Yeah, I climb up as high as I can.
He jumps down.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Clang.
Ooh.
Hmm. An interesting one. Your kind did not roam the earth when I existed. What are you? Some sort of mushroom creature?
I'm a gnome.
Come on, it's fair. It's fair. You are kind of a mushroom creature.
Yeah.
No.
We
Well-
are a rare breed, but there's many of us across the land.
Power to you then. Algae, you seem smart. Above average, for sure, definitely.
Yep.
You want to know what's involved in this negotiation? That's good to know. The other two seemed a bit, and he sort of leans right in, and you get this like this deep cold just emanating out from him that like settles on your flesh. Hostile. But you, I think you and
How
I
dare
can
you.
work together.
Hmm.
Now, it's not going to be trivial, but and he spins you around like just like not like roughly, but just like uh you can't stop him. You just feel the force. Spins you around and he just taps the manometer on your back. He's like, but this tells you it's going to be worth it. So, and I promise, none of you will probably die.
It's pretty good odds. I guess I look down at Olsen and stuff, just because I've been turned around. But like, oh. Seems like trustworthy.
What are you guys talking about?
He recognizes my talents,
Oh,
my
no.
intelligence,
Oh god.
and says it's a great opportunity for us here if we assist him in his freedom.
Well, Algae's the best of us. Not a negative Agatherin, but certainly almost as good as one, if you know what I mean.
Look, I have waited literally thousands of years for this, but I am not of infinite patience. Will you help me, or will I need to eradicate you?
Olsen, you're the.
Yeah, I think helping you sounds pretty good.
If only I'd shove.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bop.
If you had shove. I mean, though, even after thousands of years, what could possibly have kept you going down here apart from just the thought of getting out and clearing this incredibly dense mana? What is it that you wish to do back upon the surface once more, apart
Yeah.
from return to Cirrus?
You said you weren't a fan of the new series.
I wish, like anyone who has been on this planet as long as I have, to correct my mistakes. The only difference between the mortal and myself is that I have the opportunity to do so. I have been waiting down here for years and years and years, and finally my time has come. The earthquake shattered the entrance to this tomb, allowing you little ants to crawl down and free me. And I shall return to the surface and right the wrongs that I have been stewing over for eons, that have haunted me. Like these ghosts haunt this chamber. Those are paltry in comparison to what circles my head day in, day out. Not that I can even tell when it's day down here. Look at this place.
Good one.
Endless toil, endless regret.
And
And
what of
keeps
the
me
city of
going?
Malgathera, though?
It shall be judged. I was the harbinger of imbalance.
Yes, a harbinger. I can't.
Harbinger?
Harbinger.
Harbinger sounds a lot better.
Harbinger.
Harbinger.
I was the harbinger of imbalance.
There you go.
I paid for my sins. You think I want to live like this? Look at me. Look at me. And he like grabs Algie, spins you back around, he lifts you up and like shoves you into his face. He pulls his visor back and it's just this like
Ooh.
it's this like skeleton, but there's like still like chunks of rotting flesh just like dangling off it. He's like,
I see.
I have been like this for longer than your little insect brain can even fathom. For my sins. And I've learned a lot down here. My connection with the earth is so much tighter when you have this much depth underground and this much time. If you listen, she will whisper.
I'm well attuned with the earth. I
And
can hear it.
we have made amends. I understand that what I did was unforgivable, but that doesn't mean that I can't alleviate some of my shame, some of my guilt. I just need to get back up there. And you need this mana. It's a win-win.
So it's just got me it's just got me thinking on this though. Is this thing that you're guilty of, it doesn't happen to be the secret with tapping the nodes, now does it? All this talk of balance and imbalance, nature and the built up. It leads one to jump to certain conclusions about what it is you might have done.
Have you, my dwarven friend, you or your race is more than familiar with delving too deep.
We are.
Have you heard the saying, arrows don't kill people, people kill people?
That I have. That I
Yes.
have.
It's been around for quite some time. Well, let's say it this way.
Pro arrow for sure.
Tappers don't ruin the world. People ruin the world.
But tappers are how we sustain our life.
Tappers are but a tool. Tappers can bring great good to the world.
Like
But-
Algathera.
It remains, like I said, it remains to be seen. Tappers are just a way of changing a situation. It depends on the tapper, the tappier, in which direction that change occurs. Now, Algie, tell me, what change do you wish to elicit with your tappers?
Well, go ahead, Algie.
Mm,
Tell him.
yeah. Whatever. Whatever gives Algathera the prosperity that the city deserves.
I turn towards
See.
Brentwood and I'm like, I told him that.
I see.
Handbook.
I see. The Algatheran Handbook. I see. A loyal soldier. Rank and file. Do what you must. I understand. Well,
A dragon knight, thank you.
oh, Dragonite. My apologies.
There you go. Sorry.
Well, in that case, You must have some sway. You must have some influence. So I hope that whatever tapping is occurring is for good outcomes. For dragon knights must be held accountable for whatever happens from that tapping. You draw from the earth. You draw from nature. You do so for just and valuable reasons. You must. You do. Yes.
Yes, for Algathera.
For Algathera. Well, we'll see.
Hmm.
Let me speak
But-
plain. I will burn Ceres to the ground. They are a
Starting
wart that
strong.
has grown
Sound pretty good.
on the face of the earth through my sins and the sins of others that followed me. What started with good intents has rotted, and that rot, that disease must be cleansed. I just pray Algathera did not follow, was not cut from the same cloth.
No chance.
No, I don't know if this is your doing, but they poop in their hands.
Also, I do not think this is the time for that.
I think this is an important part of the Ceresians of today.
It does not surprise me.
What?
It kind of surprised me the first time I heard it.
Now, in Alga's head, I'll go by inner monologue. Let you guys know.
Oh my god, he said, give us the monologue.
Yep. I'm thinking about Alga's like pretty subtly like, if this guy destroys Ceres, there'll be no Basset White and no one to break my cover anymore of my Ceresian origin. So I'm like, this actually is sounding pretty good. He said I'm above average intelligence. He's gonna get rid of Ceres, solve that problem for me. Like, I'm not hating this.
Should we all give our inner monologues? I feel like
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got to do it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like he seems like a pretty cool guy. He knew Algie was the smartest one of us, so like he's pretty reliable. But I'm pretty sure when he destroys Ceres, it's probably going to be a bad thing because all like the regular Ceresians are going to die. And also, what's he going to do to Algathera? Doesn't seem like he's very reliable. He's just going to like destroy Ceres and stop. I feel like he's got a vendetta against city-states, and one of them
Algathera's-
is Algathera. Hey, don't talk back to me. This is my inner monologue.
That's true.
That's
That's
true.
true.
We've never done this before. As like a moderately old dwarf, Bretwin is just like, when he asked about the use of magic and what he'd possibly done in the past, he was just like, oh, here we go, another person. It's like of course, we've got to find a founder who did a thing, who created something, let it run away out of their hands. I clearly wasn't a dwarf. No fail-safes in any of this stuff. Got himself trapped down here, listening to the songs of the earth with nothing but time and ghosts to corrupt his mind. Not even any ale down here. Clearly, vengeance will rot everything. Something like this. Clearly, he sees anything in the world that has become inimical to nature, to the natural order of things, as setting this balance wrong. If we allow him topside, none of the city-states will survive. Not with the amount of power he has accumulated down here. The only people... the only ones who'll likely survive is all of those... Oh god, what were they called? All of the... the entropy group. No, the...
Yeah. The
absolute.
The construct?
That's not the...
The absolute.
Constructs.
The construct. Yeah, it's like...
I remember that
You know,
guy.
it seems like, it's like, well, it doesn't line up with what the construct in their group wants. Clearly it would not do well for us. Everything is too neat. Everything is too tamed. We need to do something about this. And because he's used to thinking things like this, having spent so much time working by himself in these sort of situations.
All right, so now you reveal that he's read all our minds. Come on, I'm ready.
You
Back to
can't do that. That would have been cool.
He also does like the earth. Algae's into the earth, so.
We're not going around again. You've done it in a while. We can't do this is
consider
done.
monologue.
We're not doing this the rest of the night. Don't interact with each other. We're just like, I wonder if maybe it's.
He slams his sword into the ground. He says, "So, what say you?"
What exactly do we need to do? How would we free you?
Yes, that is a valid question. It shall not be easy. It's a day-long ritual, and there's no saying who else is up there. I have my scouts, so I cannot leave this place, but my skeletons can. You may have seen them in piles, skulls on top, just watching. You probably thought they were just corpses, but they were my skeletons.
I really did.
Yep.
The more perceptive among you would have realized that they were moving every day, but never mind. Sorry, I've been down here a long time. It's been a long time since I've been able to talk to anyone about my clever little ideas. But anyway,
It's really ingenious, honestly.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
You do not have a lot of time. Who knows who will be arriving next? If you do start the ritual, it will take a day. My skeletons will hold off anyone who comes to the best of their ability, but you will be vulnerable. I do not know who's left up there or who else is, what sort of shape they'll be in when they arrive.
Surely,
But it will drain you.
If you're powerful enough to destroy a city-state and you have a bunch of skeletons as well, surely we'll be safe doing any ritual.
I will be power enough to destroy a city-state once I am free from these shackles. Down here in my tomb, I have but a finger of my power. The ritual will drain you within an inch of your life. You will probably not die. I have thought about this long and hard. Only those of the weakest constitution are in danger here.
Oh,
And
I look
he
at
eyes
Archie.
you specifically, Algie, as you said that.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm got con 3, con plus 3.
Yeah, it's
Jacked.
definitely.
You have plus 3 con?
Yeah.
Damn, alright, never mind.
He's got -8 AC.
Yeah.
I have gathered all the reagents slowly, tediously over the years. Do you know how hard it is to describe what a 5-petal orange flower is to a skeleton who has never seen the light of day?
I don't know.
I do not wish such a cruel fate upon you. But I have done it. I have everything we need. You just need to commit to the full ritual. Disengaging at any point will kill you. That is guaranteed.
Excellent.
But if you see
Excellent.
it through, if you
But
see it through,
But how do we tap the node after the ritual? If you are the man.
I am not the node. The node is my tomb. He gestures to himself. I am a death knight. I have died. This is my tomb. The Ceres town laid me to rest, but for my sins I cannot die. This form you see before you is my repentance, trapped down here, my soul in this prison of a body for eternity. But now that you are here, that does not need to be the case.
Very well. It sounds like it's going to be pretty straightforward, honestly. It sounds great. I just need to
In
talk
fact-
to my compatriots, and then
As
we'll
a-
get right to it.
As a gesture of goodwill, I invite you to tap my tomb immediately. Begin the process.
Very well. It's an enticing offer. Anyway, just a moment to talk to my companions.
Very well.
Form a huddle.
Huddle up.
Sounds like pretty cool guy. Like, was getting rid of Ceres.
No,
Like,
Algie, never trust a
the Earth?
Ceresian. He might say he's getting rid of Ceres, but, one time they told me that adults use the toilet and it's only kids that poop on the street. You can't trust them. You can't.
Yes, this is very concerning. I mean, it's practically guaranteed if we let him out that Algathera will be next in line after Ceres.
but will we be powerful enough with the aid of the node to defend ourselves? Maybe we can make a new additional city-state here.
Excuse me? No. I regret what I said before about you being almost a citizen. It's the hardest insult I can level at anyone.
Yes,
All
Algie,
the
that's
best-
just preposterous.
All the best aspects of Algathera, bring it here. You know,
The best aspects of Alcathera are in Alcathera already.
Yes, they are the people of Algathera. We cannot leave them to such a fate. The joy of the Algatherans is why we do this.
Do you not see, as soon as Sirius is destroyed, what's he gonna do next? He's not gonna stop there, Algie. He's a Ceresian. And they never do things in half measures. Probably.
probably.
Are you with us, Algie?
Yeah, of course.
Fredwin, we're agreed.
Yes, I think we know what needs to happen.
Quick, drink your orange juice.
Yeah, he did
Wait,
that
are we-
back at the start.
Excellent.
I imagine, like, I just imagine, like, bro, when you know what we're going to do, and you like give him a hand signal, and I'm just like, oh fuck, what does that mean?
you're like, I don't know that one.
That run away was a fight. Oh shit.
All right, let's tap the node, and then when I give a signal, leap into action. Push.
So, I might have a plan. If Lachlan, with the rest of this like center bit, does it drop off outside of it, or what? Like, is it a fall? Or
Yeah, it's like a
literally as
fall,
it
like
looks?
story fall. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And what Algie, what happens with your special node tapper? Something about a force field?
When we
Give
start
me the-
tapping, just make sure you're holding on to it.
What level are you guys again?
8.
Yeah.
Oh, good, he didn't even cringe. Let's do it.
I've got a plan. Depending on how.
Very well,
we-
Ceresian. We'll take your offer. We'll tap the node and then begin our ritual.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have seen sense. And I can only hope that Algathera has followed the right path. I know Ceres has not, and from what you've said, you hate Ceres. It must be nothing like Ceres. So of course, it will be fine.
Yeah, toilets on every corner.
Very good. Please begin your ritual.
Oh my god, that's
I'm
Moscow,
very
that's
curious,
back here.
actually, if it's the same as it was back in my day.
Yeah, that's. What do I want?
I attempt to casually place my hand on the node tapper.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh, like, what did you? Yeah. How do I ping?
I don't know.
Well, he hasn't. He wouldn't have seen this. He wouldn't know what's
He has
do
no
I-
idea.
How do I ping? I need to.
He continues
Feel
his
like
little monologue.
place
Actually, like,
things.
yes,
Oh.
back in my day,
Just-
we had to.
I
Yes, can-
gesture over here to be like, oh, like you'll get a better view from this spot.
Oh well, yes, okay then.
So yep. Everyone puts their. Make sure I'm like, get a note out. You know, I start putting it down. I'm like, dude, put your hand on it.
I put my hand on it.
Did I have a tapper?
I don't. Besides the one on my back, I don't think so. Did we have a tapper?
Was it like a backpack?
I
think
feel
it was
like
like
we
a
did have
backpack or
something.
something.
Like I remember you disguised it as a barrel or something last time, so we kind of didn't use it.
Yeah.
I think it was sci-fi. I went for sci-fi, and it was like,
So if that makes sense.
uh,
Let's hope I remember what this actually does.
I thought you like hand waved it by saying, "Oh, it takes on the forms of the things around you," or just like chucking something that was already in the sea
Yeah.
down.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's got the cloning. Not cloning. Yeah, the disguise.
that's right. And I
Matrix
just
in it
like,
now.
I just
Yep.
grabbed something.
Yep.
Alright, hold up.
Do you remember what this does, Lachlan? The new no tapper.
No. Oh, the new no tapper. Didn't
Maybe
it?
it's better if he doesn't know.
I thought it just cloaked you all.
No.
Definitely
What is it
doesn't.
doing?
No.
What's it do? Oh, it pushes everyone back.
Yep.
Mm.
That's right. Jesus. Okay.
It makes a force field and pushes everyone back.
That's right. Man, the
Unless-
new no tap is good.
Yep. Because secretly everyone. I would have never done that. Never mind. We're in the Algathera team together.
Yep.
All right.
That's right, Algie.
I begin the
you're
note.
back in the fold.
I activate the no tapper and the forceful force field functionality.
All right. So you. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Just go straight away. I thought we had to like warm it up or something. Um,
No.
There you go. It manifests as a sarcophagus.
oh, that's
I'll
a bit
move you out of the way.
poor
Or a
guy.
coffin, whatever. All right. So you drop the no tapper. It does its cloaking thing. Do you activate it straight away, Ken?
We're all
Okay.
touching it. Yep.
You activate it straight away. You touch it, and this
I'm activating it now.
boom, this like force field just like quite quickly actually, like speed of sound level just blasts out of this thing. The Death Knight is knocked backwards, crashes through his the barrier, which shatters, falls to pieces.
Oh my god.
And he actually falls off all
Yeah,
the way off
We did it. We shoved him.
onto the ground. And you just hear this this echoing cry of rage saying, "You little shits!"
These are how modern node tappers work from Algathera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
I don't really know how this force was gonna work.
Let's find out. 15. What's my +2? 17.
Mine is +1.
2.
2.
Excellent.
Love
Oh,
it.
that is
Very
not
on
good.
theme. 1. Nice. I was the only one
Sorry,
ready.
What do you get?
I got
2.
17, and there
I
was.
got 2.
Brenton was, Yeah, I
rolled
got
a
two.
1.
2 and 1.
Brenton was
Jesus
so.
Christ.
Brenton didn't know about the force field functionality. He was
Yeah.
surprised.
He did not. He did not.
He's like, I thought we were gonna node tap it first.
Yeah, he was not expecting that.
So what's the deal? Now I can let go of the force field box.
Yeah. We're in the force field now. I don't quite know how this bit works. I just remember there was a force field that, because
And how far does it extend? 30 feet?
Yeah, I think it was about 30 feet.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Alright, I need to just add all the people.
I was going to use this functionality to, if I needed to, betray Algathera. But
Well, you don't have to say
That's-
that now, you dickhead.
Pastor White was a dick, so I'm all on board.
Oh my god. Okay. So can they get into the force field? Is it block projectiles or anything?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
You are gonna find out. I think I've got everyone. All right, Olsen, it's your turn.
Alright, I want to cast Wind Wall. Do I have 60 feet? It's pretty far. I'm probably going to get 2, 3 guys. Are there any archers back behind us or anything? I can't see any.
There's lots on the sides.
Alright,
Yeah, they're all around the edges.
I might just hit 3 guys. And just layer our defenses up, you know.
What does Windwall do again?
I'm casting Wind Wall here. It does 3d8 to people. Let me read it before I cast it.
Good idea.
Whatever. Each creature within this area makes a strength saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half on a successful one. Keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Smaller flying creatures can't pass through the wall. Oh, smaller flying. Like ghosts, maybe. Lose lightweight materials, blah blah blah. Ranged attacks are deflected upwards and automatically miss. Creatures in gaseous form can't pass through. Yeah, I'm gonna cast that right there.
Gaseous form, that's definitely ghosty.
Creatures in gaseous form can't pass through.
Well, maybe they're
Okay.
not gaseous. I guess
They're
they're.
ghosts. They're not gaseous form in this, as in this spell.
I'm gonna cast that. Do 3d8 damage to anyone who fails a strength saving throw of 15.
Okay, so if anyone fails a strength saving throw of 15, they get what? Push? They can't get through the barrier?
No, they just take damage,
Oh, they take damage.
and then they can't go through the barrier if they're light or flying.
So where's this barrier?
It's like exactly in front, or like in line with these 3 guys on the right hand side. Let me draw it again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw the drawing, yeah.
Yeah.
And is it permanent?
It's concentration.
Okay. So you've got this big barrier
Up to 1
on
minute.
these 3 guys. Okay, and it's a strength saving throw of what? 13?
15.
Okay, 15. Let's see.
And I think you can just go straight through.
17, 12, 10. Alright, so pass, fail, fail. How much damage are they taking?
They're taking a 13 on a fail, or half as much, 7 on a success.
Okay, so the 2 skeletons just get obliterated
Love it, love it,
by
love it.
the
Do their
wind.
bones go?
Yeah.
But the
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys when the fireworks are going to be. Fuck. Damn it.
the spooky looking one. Would any of you have a reason to know like the different forms of the undead?
No.
Probably not, right?
Maybe Brett one. He's kind of sneaky. I don't trust him.
Yeah. He's probably used to ghosts and caves and mines and stuff.
Yeah, only for like schlepping around things by himself. But even
Fuck it,
then, that's
fuck
sort
it.
of-
Give me a nature
Surely-
check.
Dwarves and dwarven mines, they're always cursed, you know?
Spooky
Like,
guy.
They are
man.
rather cursed.
I
But let's
mess
see
around
what
with
the
it.
nature check says.
Yeah, he
Okay.
knows. He's smart. boy.
So you see a lot of skeletons, of course, but then you see 2 different types of like ethereal creatures. The 2 faraway ones you identify as like standard ghosts, but this closer one is a bit different.
shit, it's different.
This one isn't a ghost, and you fear that it may in fact be a revenant.
Oh,
And based on the reaction to the wind wall, those fears are becoming more concrete.
it's like, well, boys, this is that was there is the problem, or is a problem, is going to be a problem.
Okay. Anything else, Olsen?
Is the Revenant flying or light by any chance?
Is it?
A light
Uh,
or a flying? A small or a.
sorry. What are the things it needs to be?
So, it keeps small or smaller flying creatures or objects away. They can't pass through.
Okay, it's
And
not either of those.
arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets miss automatically. So, like magic, I think might go through. Maybe depends on your thoughts.
I think it's none of the above. I think it's okay. So now it's. Oops, I forgot to add.
It's ghost turn.
There we go. Hold on, I just need to reorder the
I am.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of fucking skeletons. Who thought this was a good idea? Me. Alright. Get the ghost. So this ghost has. What was the movement speed? I mean, the movement thing in this game again?
5 feet is
Uh,
one
Mine was
tile.
5.
Yep, yep.
What's 40 divided by 5? 6?
Oh my god, man, you can do this. Come on.
8? Is it 8?
8.
8.
We've been working on this, Lachlan.
Well, we'll continue to work on this. Where was the big barrier, Cam?
I think it's just like a circle
It's-
around, like
yeah, like that. 6 tiles. So he's right
6
at the
tiles?
edge.
Oh, alright. Yeah, so it doesn't quite get to the barrier.
yeah. Just imagine
Um,
it's like just outside of like the stairs and stuff.
Oh, this is quite interesting.
Oh, did I put that down like permanently?
Oh, how did you do that? And you moved it.
Oh, you can just leave it there now.
Oh, that's cool.
Click and then click again, and I can move that point, or I can move this point to change the.
Oh,
It just stays there.
Oh, that's-
Okay, so the ghost has moved, and then you just see it sort of shimmer out of existence.
Good, good, good.
The other ghost. Oops. And
this is kind of perfect that we've got this functionality for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
moves
that's
this
awesome.
way. Don't go down there, stupid ghost. Goes there. Alright. Every archer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many archers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of them have a shot at you from the surrounds with, I think it's disadvantage from that distance.
I can only see 6 archers.
1, 2, 3. I think there's two.
2 of them are hidden from our line of sight.
Okay.
One assumes.
All of them have a shot. The shooting's pretty wild, and it just pings off the barrier, and the barrier sort of flashes with each hit. Ding, 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 ding.
Good, good.
The close skeleton warrior rushes up the hall, sorry, the dais to try and get to you, and like literally just like runs into a brick wall, and is sort of like almost like stuck in honey, right, trying to get through, and it just slows him. Just that's it.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Same with the other one. Poof.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that one.
I'm slowly all gonna like push through.
30. And 2, how much is 6? There we go. Bam. 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 That one's dead. How do I take out turn order again? Oh my god, there's way too many to take out of turn order. Jesus Christ, what have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th fucking skeleton warrior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That one's dead. This one, okay, like a force field. Second last skeleton warrior is dead. Light turn order. This one comes 6 tiles and falls into the jello. Brentwood.
Yeah, that's seeing all those things there. Can I, even if he knows it's a revenant, um, what, how much would he know about them?
Brentwood has never probably unless you have a good reason for it. I think Brentwood's never seen a revenant. But so no first-hand experience. But Brentwood knows that revenants are like they're they're like ghosts are pretty scary, but revenants are definitely a little more scary.
More
Um,
spooky.
they're they're just that he knows that they are a little more resilient and a little like they're relentless. So like that revenant will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes, and will be fairly tough doing it.
Alright. Alright, he's gonna, based on that, he's gonna relay that to the rest of the cadre and be like, Olsen, Algae, you deal with these more run of the mill things. I'm gonna have it try and deal. Oh God, the lines of sight change so much the second you do
Yeah.
it all.
I don't even know where
Um,
all them are.
I know. How far? What's that? 10 tiles. Wait, really? 50 feet? No. Oh no, it's 25 feet. He's like, it's like I think that is the most bad news for us, and we only have a matter of time before Sirius manages to get back up here and, well, make us have a bad time then. So in that case, he is going to just to sort of, because yeah, like you said, he hasn't seen these before, so he's initially going to go for. He's going to go for a mind sliver, um, on on that on it. So what's that one be? So he's going to attack it. Yeet.
So you're attacking the revenant.
I'm attacking the revenant. Is it really? Is my modifier really +9? That seems wild.
Yeah, mine's +8.
Okay. So that's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And we'll go through. Boop. 9 points of damage.
What sort of damage?
Psychic.
Okay. The revenant doesn't look very bothered by that at all.
It's like, well, this looks like it'll be interesting, to say the least.
Okay. Anything else, Brentwood?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
It's the revenant's turn. It moves into the barrier. And initially it like the barrier, by the way, like with all the skeletons straining against it, it's starting to like flicker a little bit. As soon as the revenant hits it, it flickers more, and the revenant just pushes. Whereas the skeletons will sort of like slow down, the revenant you can see it just like grit down and just goes, and it just pops through, pop, 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 you little bastard, pop. But then has barely any movement left. Um, as soon you hear like as it pops through, you hear this like this building howl just fill your ears. Algae.
Seeing the approaching revenant and a couple of skeletons, I'm gonna chuck a fireball down the bottom of the stairs.
And
Um,
before he does that, the other half of Mind Sliver is take 1d4 off the next saving throw it makes.
Okay.
Handy.
Scanned. Got him.
so is it 20 foot cube? Oh, I forgot how 20-foot radius or whatever. I forgot how stupidly big fireball is.
Yeah, I know, right? I think it's nerfed in BG3, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 foot is 4 tiles?
So more, yeah, I wanted a bit more over this
You can-
way to kind
You
of.
can double ghost or double skeleton.
Probably double skeleton. I think there's a lot of skeletons over here.
Maybe you can't quite double ghost, it's pretty close. Anyway, go for it.
Yep, fireball at the bottom of the stairs. I'm trying to, roughly hit as many of those skeletons and including the revenant as possible. Let's. Oh, it's a Dex 16 save, Lachlan.
Dex 16.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hitting the 3 skeletons and the revenant.
Yep. I can only see 2 skeletons, but I assume there's another one there.
Cool.
Was that all D20s? Oof, jeez.
I think they all fail.
Alright, 8d6, let's go.
27 damage. Alright.
8d6.
Did you ever get your earth fireball, or is it still just a fire?
I do,
fireball?
but I've got fireball and the earth fireball. But
So it was 27 damage, wasn't it?
Yep.
27 fire damage.
yes, fire damage.
Alright. The skeletons just explode in flame. The revenant takes a solid hit. And some like little clouds of gas sort of fall off it. But it's still alive.
Oh, wait, do I have... No, Turn Undead's level 2.
Cool. That's it for me.
Okay.
Because yeah, I was worried the Earth would, like he's flying and stuff. I was like, oh, the Earth isn't gonna reach these ghosty things.
Yeah,
Still
no,
a
got him
ball,
good.
right?
Huh?
Still a ball, right?
It's an erupting Earth.
Okay. I thought you just had fireball, but you made it earthen. Anyway, sorry.
The Death Knight approach. Every movement just like shakes this whole area, including where you're standing. And you feel this as his sword stabs into the side of this parapet as he starts climbing.
Oh shit! I thought he was gonna walk around or something.
He coming straight up.
He coming right up.
How do I make? What's the button for fly again? How do I change someone's height? Oh, there we go. What is it?
We can't see him, by the way, so.
Yeah, but like, have you guys been flying? How do I change? Oh, there we go. It's Alt and move up. So you're on the ground.
Oh yeah.
So he goes 6 feet, 6 tiles up. Because he had to cast a spell. Let me just double check that. Yeah. Okay. You just hear this like. He's not actually flying. It's just I'm using flying to do the thing. But he's like literally stabbing his sword into the wall, and then stabbing his like what are feet gauntlets called?
Greaves?
Greaves.
Greaves are sabatons.
Sabatons? Are greaves just another game for gloves?
Greaves are your calves.
Okay, and the sabaton stabbing into the parapet as he climbs up this wall. He says, "You little worms, you had a chance for greatness, and you've chosen mediocrity."
We've chosen Algothera! Fuck you.
Yeah, Algothera.
Yes, we could have chosen to be known as conquerors and destroyers like you when you're done. But we have a duty to the people of Algothera to preserve the life that they know, And that does not account for making up for the mistakes of the founders of Cirrus.
Reservation. You talk of preservation
He's trying to guide
as
this whole
you
time.
Yeah.
He's like,
as you tap this node, sucking the earth dry of all that it has, just to fuel your empire. You do not know anything of preservation. And we'll finish there tonight because this combat's got a lot to go. We're in no rush. We're back on. We've warmed back up. We had some interesting dialogue. We got the combat going. We remember how to play D&D. We're all good.
all right.
Like,
We're back on the horse.
yeah, horse.
That was
No
good.
playing-
I forgot
no
how much I
playing-
enjoyed D&D.
No
Back on the
playing
elk.
Dota right before D&D.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
won't do that again. That's a bit rude. Oh, great. Okay. Everyone's good for next Thursday?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We have a lot of combat left to go here.
I feel like we basically beat the boss already.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's
I
fucked.
would not get too confident here.
All right.
All right. Thanks, peeps. I will see you next week.
See